Hello, folks, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Joe to Love. Here with the AEW Dynamite review for April 3rd, 2024. My apologies for not getting this uploaded sooner. Last few days have not been feeling great for me, but last I'm here, the video and the podcast probably won't be as long, but here at least give a bit of a review from past Monday, because I know WrestleMania starts tonight or today and concludes tomorrow. So stuff, of course, the Hall of Fame stuff was last night, but yeah, of course, make sure to talk about Collision and SmackDown, of course, before, but right now I'll talk about AEW Dynamite. So, out of the way, let's get started. So this last week has been a weird topic for AEW Dynamite. Of course, the big thing was CM Punk. He was on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour and talked about mostly his time with AEW, and that rang up a lot of mixed reactions from a lot of people, and ultimately said that there's more positives outweigh the negatives. But he talked about his exit from AEW, the incidents at All In with Jack Perry, and yeah, so basically, when the comments came out, I did a little video of him talking about a little bit. After the video, I saw some more clips of the interview, but nonetheless, so there was talk about, so of course that then led to an outpour of defense for AEW. AEW's good for wrestling, AEW safe wrestling, etc., etc., and basically prompted to the opening segment of Dynamite. So, Adam Copeland, we initially saw that he was going to speak on Dynamite. Probably wasn't going to be about this, but wouldn't be surprised if plans change. And Tony Khan was like, okay, say what you gotta say, talk about AEW, and yeah. So, Copeland was out there and talked about, first of all, there was a lot of feedback on the mic, and Copeland talked about how, since he's come to AEW, and talked about the negative outlook at AEW this week, but want to talk about the positives, talk about the locker room, talk about why he's come there, talked about, potential dream matches, whether it be Ospreay, Swerve, Joe, Mox, Buddy Matthews, the Bucks, Bro King. And it's interesting because Kenny Omega, first of all, he said, "Get well, bud." And then when I mentioned Malachi Black, he looked squarely into the camera. Because, of course, Malachi Black confronted Copeland on Collision. So, then clearly that's a match to be made after Dynasty. But, talked about the locker room. So, put up against everybody. Talked about joys of AEW. Talked about, well, there's a reason Ospreay came here, Mercedes came here, Okada came here, and reason I came here. And then he went to introduce a guy. He said, well, personifies what AEW will be going forward. And he introduced Will Ospreay. And I saw a moment in the ring where shook hands. Ospreay took a look at the TNT Championship, and yeah. So then we go to Ospreay versus Powerhouse Hobbs, which was a fun match. So, continuing, Ospreay versus Don Callis family. Ospreay. Now, want to quickly divulge in before I forget. Play things I liked and disliked about this episode. You know, AEW has issues, and they should work to improve those issues rather than defend themselves when something keeps coming up. By the end of it, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I did like her match coming up, and I did like the contract signing. That was so yeah, Ospreay versus Hobbs, fun, classic, speed, high flying versus power of Hobbs. It's fun. So, well, obviously Ospreay targeted the knee of Hobbs. So, worked for a bit, but Poncho by Ospreay an event. So, it worked towards after Ospreay got dumped on the announce table. So, they were in the corner. Ospreay slapped Hobbs, which obviously got Hobbs' attention. He hit a power slam from their fall. After some back and forth, Ospreay hit an Oscar for a 2. Shots back and forth. Hobbs hit a big lariat. The Avalanche power slam, which they should have won the match, but didn't. But Ospreay finished the sequence. So it looked like Hobbs going for a spine buster, but Ospreay got a DT, followed with a sky twister off the top, and it looked like Ospreay's knee or foot caught the head of Hobbs, which rung his bell probably, and him blade by Ospreay, 1, 2, 3. Ospreay gets a win in a hard-fought match. Afterwards, Hobbs pissed. Wouldn't be surprised if how that splash took place, but yeah. we go. Bryan Danielson versus Lance Archer. Not an all-five match, wasn't as fun, but still good. Lance Archer, at this point, I'm just always glad to see him on TV. So, Archer got the upper hand before the bell. Power start, but eventually Bryan fought back, hit kicks, followed to chokeslam by Archer for near fall. Locked on the bell lock, but Archer got to ropes. Finally, 3 roundhouse kicks and a right knee or a cycle knee for the win. Chris Jericho called out Hook. You know, basically this led to Hook and Chris Jericho will team on Collision. We can agree that not a wise decision, I don't think. I mean, if there's 2 guys I feel like there's a fatigue about, at least, it's Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho. There's that. Jay White versus Billy Gunn. Not much to be said. This was just awful. I mean, literally, how can Jay White beat Billy Gunn in 2024? I don't get it. Really don't. Well, Nightingale, she was out there, bumped it, and talked about, you know, her story coming up. This chubby, curly haired, which she isn't manifested either way. And now she's got a shot at Dynasty to become the new TBS champion. Silkley had some words of encouragement and stuff. And so anyway, so Mercedes came out, had some words, and so she said that she's got next crack for TBS Championship for Double or Nothing. Well, clearly she needs to wrestle if that's the case. Clearly. No bones about it. If her first match is a title shot, and with the rankings back, I mean, that's not a good move. Certainly not. That's just my opinion. And though it's good that Mercedes is here, but yeah. And next, Young Bucks, Trent and Orange Cassidy, semifinal in the tag team title tournament. Young Bucks here as Trent was off on the exposed turnbuckle, rolled up by Matt with the trunks and got the win. So afterwards, we've been seeing hints and even seeing this, I'm still annoyed that the Undisputed Kingdom lost. And 1 sec. So Trent attacked Orange Cassidy after Pierce. Trent's going heel. I mean, look, I mentioned about Orange Cassidy, best friends. I like Trent and Chuck as a team. This, I don't know. I just don't. Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May. Thunder Rosa won here with their package pump driver, whichever you want to say. Fallaway driver. Any event. Thunder Rosa is the new number 1 contender. Will face Tony Storm at Dynasty. So yeah. So that's gonna happen. Main event segment. So we saw Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland contract signing. This one, Joe talked about bad confidence or bad truth, and how talked about his New York rise, talked about his feud with Paige or Hangman, talked about how it's linked to 2 eventual title shots, saying the fairy tale ending is for him at Dynasty to crown new champion. But he's here to invoke the truth. And how that's not the case. And he asked Swerve to do the right thing. Swerve said Joe's personification of a killer, but so is he. Said some words. Struck Joe with the right hand. Tried to choke out Joe with the chain, but Joe was like, screw this, and hit a big headbutt. Cracked Swerve on the head a couple times with the chain. Bust him open. Uranagi through the table. Joe was escorted out by officials and referees. Bloody Swerve signed the contract. Maniacally laughing, saying, Joe, I love this. Yeah. Good ending. Good ending to Dynamite. So yeah, That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I will talk about, Collision and SmackDown. That should be uploaded sometime early tomorrow. And then, of course, WrestleMania. I'll have that review up hopefully Sunday night, if not Monday. So yeah, keep eyes open for that. Thank you guys all. See ya. Like, subscribe. Peace.